We all long for relationships of substance and depth, relationships of meaning and purpose, relationships that are fulfilling, relationships that are not built on the needs that we have.
After reading Gary's book, The Seed of the Soul, I read about these ideas and about spiritual partnership, and I wanted to start changing myself. And so Gary and I experimented with changing ourselves, and we want to share everything with you we can to support you in being able to have your relationships and your life be filled with meaning and joy.
I'm Gary Zukav.
And I'm Linda Francis.
We want to introduce you to a remarkable new relationship, a relationship that is unlike any that you may have considered before.
And that is a partnership between equals for the purpose of spiritual growth.
The shift from being an experiencer of your life to an experimenter with your life. That's spiritual growth. Now, spiritual growth doesn't have anything to do with religion. It has to do with your becoming more aware of your emotions, more aware of your interior dynamics, of what's happening inside of you.
Having spiritual partners is such a joyful experience, to have people that grow together for the purpose of spiritual growth. It's not about religion, it's about learning about myself and being responsible for myself, but also supporting others.
When you are authentically powerful, the energy of the soul moves through you without obstruction, just as the breath of a musician flows through a flute. And in this case, you cannot tell where the personality ends and the soul begins. This is an authentically powerful personality.
There comes a time in a person's longing for meaning and spiritual growth when you realize you need to look inside and creating authentic power gives you the tools to really look inside.
On any level of human experience, the pursuit of external power, the ability to manipulate and control, produces only the same. And it's painful and destructive. From the origin of our species until recently, our survival has depended upon the pursuit of external power. Now, what was once good medicine has become poison. The creation of authentic power requires you to become aware of everything that you are feeling and everything that you are thinking. And not only everything that you are feeling in terms of, I feel happy or I feel sad, but everything that you're feeling in terms of physical sensations in your body. The experience of pain in your chest area, for example. Country and Western music is built on that. It's heartache. My man done left me, done me wrong. And it hurt. There's pain in your solar plexus area when you get butterflies or queasy, or you're not too sure you can do what you need to do. There's pain in your throat area that has to do with expressing yourself. It can be a constriction in your throat. It can be a pain in your shoulder. It can be a pain in your jaw, your temporomandible joint. So these are all experiences that compare with other experiences, but the experience of authentic power is unlike any other. It's the experience of being whole, complete, content, engaged, fulfilled, and fulfilling.
I wished I was other people who appeared to be happy. I wished I had other lives, lived in a different house, had a different wife. I wished everything except what I had. And through this process, I've come to be comfortable being me on this planet, which I can't say what value that is, but I've never felt that way before. In the last few years, all of a sudden, it's okay to be me. The future used to be terrifying. It just looked like a whole bunch more suffering, and for what? And now it's like, I have no idea. It seems endless. The possibilities are endless. It's it's exciting, I'm wide open, and the more I do down this path, my world just grows.
Spiritual partnership is a relationship that is designed for and by the species that we are becoming, the people that we are becoming, the person that you are becoming, someone who is thirsting for harmony and cooperation and sharing and reverence for life, someone who wants to know what are the causes of my pain and my joy, what is really the difference between fear and love, and wants to look inside yourself deeply, courageously, honestly, and with integrity, and with what you learn, bring that into the world in an intelligent, appropriate, and grounded way. They are completely different. The old type relationships exist to serve common goals of the participants in them, whether that is raising a family or a barn or electing a president or a school board. The new type relationships exist so that the individuals within them will be supported by one another in the creation of authentic power. The key is not knowing something, but recognizing something that is valuable to you, that you know in your heart is true and precious for you, and then using it. What good does knowledge serve you? What good even does wisdom serve you if you don't bring it into your life and apply it? That's how you create authentic power. Everything about creating authentic power revolves around your responsibility, your choices, your intention.
Pain does hurt, and before I had pain, and it was pain that wasn't going anywhere. It was just pain, for pain's sake. From learning about authentic power and creating authentic power in my life, I feel that the pain is worthwhile. I feel the pain, but then it moves me towards something else, something better, joyful, meaningful.
The number one question that people who are creating authentic power ask me is this. Once they learn to develop emotional awareness and they're experiencing everything that they're feeling, and they're discovering that many of the things that they're feeling are painful, the question they all ask is, what now? What do I do now? I'm aware of my emotions. Boy, am I aware of my emotions. I'm hurting. I can tell you just where I'm hurting. I'm very emotionally aware. What do I do now? That's the eternal question. That's the longest running show on Broadway. And eventually they all realize that. It's up to them to answer it, and no one else can answer it for them. The Spiritual Partnership Guidelines will help you in this process of self-exploration and self-empowerment. There's so much more I could say about spiritual partnership, but rather than trying to say it, I'd suggest that you read this book. And also visit our website, which is seatofthesoul.com. The Spiritual Partnership Guidelines will guide you step by step into creating authentic power and spiritual partnerships.